The following podcast may be explicit. Shedcast presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. We're on the edges of our seats in the shed as we rejoin the combat at the edge of the road to Tijon. Truk was scouting ahead when caught in the ambush. The rest of the group now rushes forward to join him. Enjoy the podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Go to Google, type in Adventures from the Shed, and it'll bring up a lot of things like our website, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter,
the bondage part,
Stitcher Radio, Google Plus. What?
The bondage part?
Yeah.
What else would you do?
What else do you shed?
Adventures from the Shed. We took our last session, which was the beginning of this adventure, in our Dungeons & Dragons campaign in the world of Alamand. The party was following Truk to his hometown of Tijon, where the dark hooded scaled one, was heading next. We left in the middle of a combat where Truk found himself shot at by some longbows and has just confronted somebody in the woods, and the rest of the party is joining in. We're going to go around the table and say hi.
Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I play Nessalus, the impressionable young warlock.
JJ here, playing the Calamity, and I'm playing the Paladin, and I'm going to pass it on to Kurt.
Hey, it's Kurt. I'm playing Truk, the human monk. I've got a couple of arrows in me.
Nice.
Hey, this is Brittany. I'm playing Elena, the human fighter.
And I am Joe. I am the Dungeon Master for this Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We're jumping right back into the combat here, and right after Truk had grabbed the arrow out of midair and threw it back across the road into the woods, we come to the next person in the initiative, which is
Elena.
All right. I did see that during my last attack, I did try to hit from a distance, and it didn't work. So instead of trying to do that again, I'm going to use my action to do a double move.
okay.
And move 60 feet closer. Mickie, are you paying attention to that, or was someone writing that down?
You are probably 300 feet away now. Sounds
Okay.
reasonable to me.
Oh, so 5 more rounds.
Yeah,
Great.
Fantastic.
I will have taken care of them by then.
I'm sure.
Calamity.
He's going to take him out to dinner.
I will also double move.
It's
Hope
nighttime.
it's Red Lobster. Go ahead.
Okay.
What if they're allergic to fish?
Then two birds,
the better.
one stone.
So I am
Fish
now.
one stone.
Are undead
Sorry.
allergic to shellfish? I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
Maybe.
It might be. Yeah.
I don't.
I am now 120 feet up closer.
All right.
Using our double move.
Who is up after Calamity?
Dismemberment.
That was number 7 on the
Correct.
initiative. Right. Okay. Mr. Man Monk Guy, you have 2 more arrows flying at you, and one of them is going to hit. A 21 hits, I believe.
Yes.
6 does not.
No.
So we are going to deal some more damage to the monk. 7 points. Well, you're being hit. I don't know how many times you can use your reaction to
You
deflect.
cannot use your reaction more than once per turn. You have not had another turn yet, so you can't.
Okay.
Aha, there you go.
Good.
Okay. So you are hit then for that 7 points.
7 points?
Yeah, as another arrow pierces. You pick. Where's it hit you?
In the knee. Do it.
Shoot him in the knee.
It used to be an adventure.
I have my D12 location.
It's in my lower
guy, if
thigh
you'd like
above
to
my
try
knee.
it.
There you go. The stomach.
Right in the stomach.
Well, they
Kurt's
rolled
gonna roll
stomach.
it.
I would have gotten left foot there, but I think 7 points is stomach.
Stomach. All right. So an arrow pierces.
Yeah,
your
I'm
stomach.
down to 11 hit points. I'm below half.
All
You're
right.
blooded.
And who is up after that?
That would be Nessalus. So Nessalus has now realized that there's some stuff going down.
What kind of range does she have on her attacks?
Not very far. It's like 60 feet, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't.
Yeah, the furthest she can go is Eldritch Blast at 120. So
Okay.
she needs to be up close and personal, see the whites of their eyes, if you will.
I will.
I said will.
Will.
Will Wheaton.
Why does that will have a 7 in it?
I don't know. Shut up, Joe.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
hold
don't
on.
know why I'm preparing to roll. So she's just going to double move
So she's moving closer.
60 feet since her speed is 30. And just say, hold on, guys. Don't leave me behind. but not quite that whiny.
And is she the last one? Is she the last one in initiative?
Truk. Yeah, we're at the
So
top.
we're back at the top. Truk is up.
Truk is in the house.
So Truk, you see this figure in front of you?
Right.
But you still have to make a move to get there. So you'll have to use a move to reach it. This
Okay.
is the one that was shooting at you as well.
All right, so I'm going to make, assuming I can get there in one move, I'm going to make a...
I'm going to let you get there in one move, yes.
Right, so I'm going to kind of be running, looking as ripped and steadily as I can. As
Okay.
I'm moving, I'm going to draw the short sword from the belt. Normally you would go cross.
I would, yes.
If you were right-handed, you would have your sword on your left side. Truk doesn't do that. He's got it on his right side and draws out with this kind of weird motion, and I'm going to come up and try to slice down into the clavicle of the bowman.
Clavicle of the bowman. You realize as you've gotten close enough and you're getting a better view in the twilight that this looks like a young, let's call it a young zombie with a spark of intelligence in its eye. Maybe a 12, 13-year-old. Something that was taken at a young age and turned into an undead. Not a zombie, something a little more intelligent than that.
Undead or just
It's
controlled?
undead. You would recognize it similar. It's acting similar to the way the other whites you have fought have acted. Somewhere between life and death, they're stuck in a spot. But it's definitely a preteen, if you will.
Bring the
The
pain.
body of a preteen,
All right. In that case,
holding a longbow.
as I realize
the
that,
pain.
instead of going for the clavicle like I would,
Yeah.
I'm going to divert and try to take out the knee.
Okay.
And try to basically
Seriously?
level him at the legs.
Sure,
Just take them out, man.
go for it.
One of my character flaws is that I often show mercy even when it may not be warranted.
I
Very
like that. My flaw is showing mercy.
No mercy.
Some people might
It's
think
not going to
of that
really
as a
matter
strength.
because I rolled a 6 on the die. And
All right, give me a total number because I think you're getting
Plus
a D4
with your D4, and remember you have hero points.
and your.
Well, and I
what's it
get
called?
my dex modifier is a force of 10, 11, 11.
I technically I can't tell you the result of your roll until you've chosen to use a hero point or not.
I'll use a hero point because I have 7 of them.
Add a D6 onto that sucker.
I got 4, so 15.
A 15 will hit,
See?
and I will tell you the 11 would not have hit.
There you go.
All right, so then I hit with the short sword, which does a 1d6 plus 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my super sweet, awesome, gold and green monster d6 that JJ and Mickie brought me back from Dragon Con
Oh,
last
this
session.
is the first roll
This
since
is the first
Dragon
official
Con
roll with it, baby.
acquisition.
I love it.
All
So
right.
here it comes. I'm going to roll it on the floor because it's so big.
It's going to bounce a couple times on the mat. Let's see what we got.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
And I get to add 4 for 7 slashing damage.
Okay,
You have to roll it
7.
on the floor.
And I am not trying to kill him. I'm trying to take his legs out.
Okay. Very similar to what you have found when you fought the previous whites. Your weapons are not as effective against them as they could be. They have, as you've learned, they have resistance to many forms of physical damage, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Fantastic.
What about unarmed? Is that bludgeoning?
That is bludgeoning.
It is bludgeoning unless you have a magical attack yet. Does the monk have magical yet?
Not yet.
Not till level 6.
Level 6. All right.
Then it becomes psionic, right?
Okay.
Next,
And, yeah, who's
that
up
would
after
be
that?
13 death.
That is the one that he just hit with the sword. It drops its longbow, draws a sword almost as tall as itself from a
What?
scabbard at its waist,
Fantastic.
and swings it at you, and it's rolled under here.
Oh, I screwed up.
Oh, snap.
No, it's too
Kurt
late.
wanted to do so many more cool and exciting things,
I know.
and instead he's going to get missed once and hit once with a long sword. 17 does hit,
I keep
right?
forgetting I get this bonus action. My unarmed, like,
Yeah.
bonus, like I can wail on
You'll
him.
remember it after you resuscitated. 17 hits, right?
yes.
17 hits.
All right, and a 10 does not. So one of the 2 hits does hit you, and this is with a long sword, which is a
So these things have a double attack.
8 plus
with
2. Yeah, they have multi-attack.
Multi-attack.
Many monsters have multi-attack.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed at myself for not using my unarmed strike.
You're still learning.
You're
I'm
only
a
level
young
3.
monk.
Yeah. No, I meant Kurt is still learning. I mean, we all are. Like, they have multi-attack, but the first round they didn't shoot you twice. I missed that.
There we go. Okay, we're
Right.
even.
So you take 4 points of slashing damage from the longsword, the second blow. And you are also... No, that's going to be it for now. That's it for now.
Is that both attacks?
Yeah, the first one missed. The second one hits
All right,
and
just,
does 4 damage.
Just so my party knows, I am not looking good. I am at 7 hit points.
7 hit points. So, who's up after number 13?
Elena.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
move
run
some
faster. Is there any way I can run faster than 60 feet a move?
more? I think so.
You could have gotten there sooner if Truk hadn't turned back and ran at them.
Yeah.
He negated 140 feet of movement. You didn't run all the way back in the first turn, 90 feet, 80, 90 feet of movement. So everybody else has an extra turn to reach you now. But they're
Yes.
getting there.
But it makes sense that I did what I did.
Yes.
The way you described it, for sure. It's just slowing other people down and reaching you. Now, I think Elena does have the longbow, so you can still take another shot.
All right, so
you are not within range to make it short range yet, but you can shoot with disadvantage. It's
So if
just
you
another
take
arrow.
Can't you
Yeah.
charge?
if you can, you can dash.
Yeah.
So the dash action, I didn't actually read it, and I should have, but you get to do your regular move, then you use your action to take a dash action, and your dash is equal to double your normal movement. So you can move 90
feet.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to spend
So
this
at this
turn
point,
doing
we'll
that.
give everybody a few extra feet and say you're about 200 feet away now.
Okay.
So now you can use
So you
your
can move another 90 feet closer. So you're now 110 feet
And
away.
if I move 90 feet closer, I'll be within range after that.
Short
so my
range,
next turn, I can
Yes.
shoot normally.
Yeah.
All right.
And the good thing is, Truk won't be standing in front of the white to block the arrow. He'll be laying.
laying down.
Yeah, I'll be on the ground.
All right, and who is up after Elena?
Calamity.
All right. I will also do another double move and
And dash.
And
dash and all that, and be as much closer as I can be.
all right.
Be all that you can be. Fantastic.
I should, at the end of this, though, be 30
So,
feet closer.
I think your movement was the same as Elena's, right?
Yes, but I also double moved once when she didn't.
Yeah. So what? Again, you'll be less than 200 feet away at this
Yeah.
point, right? I would say it's going to be almost 2 rounds for you to get up to melee range.
Yep.
You could probably throw something next round and take a shot at hitting something.
Holy
Someone have
moly,
a
that'd be
spell? Can someone just throw down like a cone of fire on them?
A cone of
if I
fiery
get close
death.
enough, yeah.
Yeah,
She's working on it. Her little legs are
Did we leave
pumping.
the midget behind?
My little legs are
blizzard.
I'm a bad
Blizzard.
babysitter.
You are.
Dismemberment
right.
dough is up now.
So go for it.
Dismemberment.
All right. Hey, that's
you
the
said
one
this
that you
peppermint
grabbed
dough.
the arrow from
Peppermint.
last time. And
funny.
you are on a new turn. So the first one is going to hit, and the second one is also going to hit. You're going
Uh-oh.
to get hit twice here. Do you want to?
You wanna
Do you want
deflect
to try
one
and
of
grab
those?
the first
yeah,
or
of course.
second?
The first.
Okay, so I will give you the damage right now. I roll a 1 on the die. Plus 2 is 3. So
So I
you
reduce
automatically
it to 0,
do
and I
that.
get to shoot it back.
All right. And here's what I want to do, because I think it would be wicked cool if it happens. Roll to throw it back. If you roll a 20, you'll knock the other one out of the air.
Do it.
Let's see what
So a
happens.
D20?
Yeah.
5% chance.
Throw this.
20!
Did you?
Oh, shit! Oh, excuse my French.
That wasn't French.
20!
Sorry to
So what
everyone
just
who
happened,
just screamed
folks?
at.
Yes, Kurt,
True.
describe it.
Here we go.
5% chance.
Druk went Taisabaki, moves his body back, grabs the arrow out of the air, spins, flicks it with his wrist, throws it.
Robin Hood's the bitch.
It shoots.
Robin Hood. Backwards Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Robin
It does
Hood.
better than knock the other one out. It shoots through the other one coming back, slices it in half, falls to the ground, and then goes and hits the dude that shot it.
Oh, snap. Roll some damage.
How much do I get on a 20?
D8 plus
2d8.
2.
D8
What you
plus
got was negation. No, he got
Okay.
negation of the
Yeah.
other damage and regular damage.
All right, so
It's pretty
If
sweet.
you want to do double damage, then you have to let me roll damage against you.
no, I'll take
Okay.
the negation.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a D8.
That
D8
plus
plus
2.
2.
8.
Ghetto crit.
Nice.
Ghetto crit.
Dude, a 20.
On top of a regular crit.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. So that arrow
Is ghetto
goes,
crit just a damage crit?
it goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
splits the other one and continues on its way to the other side of the road, and you hear the dull thud as it definitely hits something.
So their own weapons can be used against them.
Yes. As long as you're a natural 20 rolling monk. Hell yeah.
Monkey.
I always wanted to
super pumped.
Sweet. Who's up
part
after
of the song,
Kurt?
isn't
I
it?
think it's the
Death.
guy right in
Bare
front
naked
of
ladies.
him. So
If I had
that
$1 million, you always wanted a
after
monkey.
Kurt.
Fancy
Oh, that's
Lena
not after Kurt.
ketchup.
Sorry, I keep thinking it's Kurt's turn because he's doing cool stuff when it's not his turn.
Oh, that
thing
was
is-
dismemberment?
The thing
Yeah.
is, that is his last key point.
Yeah.
That's true. No,
Okay.
no. Do I have
No,
to use a key point too? Oh.
You
Oh my
avoided
gosh.
death. That's probably worth it.
You guys have said that word probably like 12 times tonight, and it just occurred to me that the key point that you're talking about is
Chi.
chi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chinese version of the
Yeah,
Japanese.
you explained it earlier.
And
It just
don't-
didn't connect.
In this
Will you
game,
check?
though,
I don't think I have to
they
use
spell
key
it
for that.
K-I, so it's hard to get a CH
CHI.
sound out of K-I.
But they spell it differently. It's weird.
When
Oh.
you, if you can just you can block it,
IRL.
but if you want to
it's CHI.
return it,
For
it's a
real?
key point.
No, this is
Yes.
real life.
This
We're
is
here in real life,
No, no.
and we're reading a book that spells it K-I.
Okay.
So, IRL.
So who was it that just...
That
You're
was
going,
number
Nessalus.
7.
All right, so
on the initiative.
Nessalus has just watched Alina and Elena and Calamity. She's staring at me.
Yes.
And Calamity just turned on the turbos. And she's like, what the
What is her
hell?
movement speed?
30.
So you can keep up, but
I
you're
can-
just
you
one
could have been
round
doing the
behind.
same-
I'm just one round
Turbo.
behind. So I'm going to also put on my turbos
Yep.
and use my tail to propel.
Is it like a little helicopter thing
Like
behind
a
it?
little helicopter.
I'm thinking Sonic.
Is
like,
there
Tails,
a range
Miles
at
Tails.
which
120.
she can
120.
60, 120? All right.
At 120, she can do her Eldritch Blast.
So we're looking at the end of next round, probably. So she is on her way. You
But, okay,
probably
so
have
what
time
does
to
she
put
see?
an
Like,
entry in her diary.
Does she see
What do you
what's
see with
going
your
on
special
to
eyes?
Truk? I know, because it's dark.
Roll a wisdom check, please.
All right, let's do this.
Your DC is 15 to see exactly what happened.
10,
No,
and
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
trained in wisdom, am I not?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No, this is,
Your
it is
charisma
just
and
right
intelligence.
there. Oh, crap. So that would be 10
then.
plus the wisdom modifier. 11.
No, you don't
Nothing.
quite see the action up there.
Wah, wah, wah.
You are perhaps watching your new big sister run up ahead of you.
Okay. Fantastic.
Nice.
Look at her long legs.
Now,
Look at her run.
between Calamity and Elena, you are close enough to have seen what's going on. She's just 100 feet behind you, and it's not as easy for her to see in the twilight and the darkness that's
Wait,
settling
I've got dark
down upon
vision.
the
But she's
area.
got dark vision. That doesn't make a difference to what you're saying
It's
right
distance.
now, does it?
It's
Got it.
distance for me. It's the range and what
And
have
then
you.
Truk.
She's a teenager and supposed to wear glasses, but she doesn't like wearing her glasses because they make her look weird.
Her contacts make her look like she has a tail, so she doesn't wear them. It's weird.
All right, so I am in.
Truk's up next.
I'm in melee range.
You are hand to hand with one of the, or with a wraith, a preteen wraith in front of you, who has hacked at you with its longsword.
Right. I'm out of key points, and I have nothing that will do magical damage. So
Okay.
I think I understand at this point as Truk that I can hit him, but it's going to be reduced damage with whatever I do.
Yep.
I'm still going to aim for the knees and the try to sweep the legs with my bow staff at this point.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
But I can take this guy, Sensei.
No, sweep the leg.
So I'm going to go with my bow staff. 19 plus dex. Plus,
Go bow or go home.
Yeah, I think that's going to hit, right?
Yeah.
19 hits, definitely yes.
Right, so I'm going to go with the monster D6 on the ground.
Monster D6 on the ground.
So 3 again.
3 again. All
think
right.
it's
Plus
weighted.
4, 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. And you have recorded, or I have recorded the damage you have dealt against him. And next up in initiative.
No. This
hold
time,
on.
I'm going to not blow it this time. As my bonus action, I can use my martial arts skill to do an unarmed attack.
Go for it.
What
What unarmed attack will Truk be doing? Is this a kick, a knee, an elbow,
Flurry
a
of
fist?
blows.
Well, so
You're
I
so
can't-
funny.
right.
Headbutt him.
No. So I came with
There's that too.
because of the type of swing I'm doing with the bow staff going for the legs,
Yeah.
the logical follow-up would be kind of an elbow to the side of the head.
The
So-
joke was that you said unarmed,
Yeah, so head.
and you're
You have to
using
use
your
head.
arm.
Yeah.
So you have
Yes.
Ha.
So this is a plus 6.
Please direct your comments to.
This would be a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. 1d6 plus 4, 6 plus 4, 10.
10.
Whatever
Good gosh,
unarmed
that's
is
better
bludgeoning.
than the stick.
He's got strong
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all that forearm
Been
work.
working out the elbows, yeah.
I think I got that right.
And then after Truk is Death,
Correct.
which is the guy.
Wait, I rolled the wrong damage. I rolled 1d4. Or I rolled 1d6 instead of 1d4.
You roll. Yeah. But
Well, you just
I
average it
maxed. I
out
rolled a
and add
6 on the
one.
d6. I rolled a 4 on the 4. So just take 2 off the damage. Sorry.
damn, carry the R. Okay.
I like to think, Joe, that there's like one listener out there at home who's like, thank God for Kurt because I would be that guy. Like,
I have thought
no,
that
there's like some little kid who's like, or not even a little kid. There's some little 27-year-old who's scared to play D&D or Pathfinder
Yeah.
because he's like, I don't want to be that guy who always screws up the rolls and doesn't know any of the rules.
Yeah.
You can be me, kid.
That's
You
me.
can be me.
He's literally describing me right now.
She thought she sucked until she heard you.
No, you're already better than I am. So.
There you go.
I don't think so. I mean, you at least try. I ask for help every turn.
All right, so here is the same prepubescent kid swinging his longsword at you.
I like the tween white. Call him a tween white.
Tween
That's
white.
actually pretty funny.
The white tween.
A white
The
tween boy.
The white tween boy.
So I
have nightmares
have
about that.
21 to
Justin
hit
Bieber?
and a 14 to hit.
Although he's not
14,
a teen
no.
anymore.
Yeah,
is he? How old
21
is that
hits
kid?
though.
21 hits.
He's like my
And I have
age.
no.
No,
And
he's not a
that
teenager.
is so. What he's
Time
doing
flies.
is the first swing is the swing that misses is with his longsword. Then he comes back with a bare hand and swipes at you with it, and that hits you and does a D6 plus 2 is 8 necrotic damage.
Uh-oh.
I'm at -1 hit points.
And you say do a DC. I'm sorry, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's a D20 plus con.
Yes, a D20. Yep.
Does it matter if I'm below 0?
It matters here, yes, because the effect can do something.
6 plus 3, 9.
9. So, how much damage did I just do? 8. Your maximum hit points is reduced by 8 until you have a long rest.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So, the white does a life drain on you.
Right. So it's a max. I go from a max of 27 to a max of. You said 6 or 8?
8.
Reduced by 8.
All right. So my max is now 19, which doesn't really matter when you're at -1. So I have to make death saving throws.
But what's really cool is if you die, you come back as a zombie under this white's control in 24 hours.
But he
What's
can only control up to like
actually-
12
Oh
of
my
us,
God,
so that's
that
okay.
is really cool. What's actually really cool is you have almost all of your hero points. So even if you fail a roll, you can use a hero point.
Yeah,
to
you could have
automatically
used
cast
one
it.
on that saving throw, too. But yeah,
Just-
what are you going to do? I mean,
I kind of want to role play as a white zombie slave.
why not?
Like I want to.
It's a lot easier than what you're doing
I hear
now.
there's a really cute tiefling that I can go attack.
She will blast you off the
Before you even get to her, Protective Big Sister will knock you out.
Nice.
So, speaking of protective big sister, you're
go
up.
for it,
Oh,
Elena.
yeah. And I can shoot from this range.
Yes, so now you can do a regular move.
Why do you
Get yourself
hero
within 100
points?
feet and still make an
You
attack.
need to yell, "Hey, Truk, use your hero points."
I'm going to make a big sign for you.
He won't read it.
What are you holding a sign
Remember,
for, Mick?
what was
Remember,
it?
I put a star next to
Yes,
this.
the cleric. I have a star right next to this thing I was supposed
No,
to
it was
do.
when you were DMing. The
Oh yeah, I
the
remember.
thing had a death.
Yeah, the
Claw.
the death claw. When he died, he got a
I put a star next to this.
Yeah.
Well, that's like my cleric. I put a big star, like, remember to heal people.
Yes.
It didn't work.
I thought you
Oops.
just didn't heal people because it was funny.
Well, that's how it ended. So what's Elena doing? Shooting her longbow?
18 plus 4 is 22.
Ridiculous.
3 is
will
25 to hit.
Hit. Oh, 22 hit. 25 does not.
25 is outside the range.
Yeah, it does not compute. It went to an unknown integer.
far.
And yeah.
Okay, D8 plus 4. It's so funny because I just had to think about what a D8 looks like. I've probably handed my D8 to Kurt 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, do I have it?
No, I have it. I just couldn't remember which one it was because now it's my turn to roll it.
That reminds me, when we started today, there was a D4 at the end of that table. That was not mine. I found it on the floor. There's a red
one?
D4. Okay.
5 piercing damage.
5. And that's the one that Kurt or Truk was fighting, right?
So since,
Yeah.
Yes.
since
okay.
we know they're resistant, is that half damage? Or Do we know?
In game mechanic terms, resist is half the damage, vulnerable is double the damage.
Okay.
It's an easy calculation. And almost everything in this edition of D&D is rounded down.
And she's going to move 30 feet closer.
All right.
Calamity.
All right.
What are you going to do?
Moving 90 feet closer.
You got
I
it.
am now 20 feet away.
Sounds good. Got anything you want to throw?
I will use my bonus action
Yeah?
to take a vow of enmity against a creature.
Okay.
It gives me advantage on attack rolls against it until for 1 minute.
Nice.
Great.
Just you?
So
Just me.
you're going after the one where Truk has fallen at its feet?
Yep. I have
right.
said you.
It's like a mark of death.
The mark of death on
From
death.
Skyrim.
Or,
never mind.
or Dragon Age with the rogue.
Who's up next?
Dismemberment.
Dismemberment's up next. All
Maybe
right.
Skyrim too.
It wanted
I
to
think it's a
shoot
different
at
thing.
Truk again because Truk just threw an arrow back at it.
I'm lying on the ground.
But it's not going to because he's lying on the ground.
Okay.
And has
Although it should now because you interrupted me
Talk about kicking a man when he's down.
or shooting him. However,
You do it.
Calamity has made himself a target by running up as closer than anyone else. And I have a 24 to hit
that will hit.
Nah.
and a 12 to hit.
That will
Nah.
miss.
I roll the opposites. I will roll a d8 plus 2, 9 piercing damage from an arrow.
Very well.
Very well. So one arrow flies past you and the other finds itself in... Do we have that die out there? Let's roll that d12 and see where it hits you.
It hit you in the
Left
Mickie.
hand.
My left hand.
Okay. Ow. Who's
Ow,
up
ow, ow,
next?
ow, ow, ow.
Good thing I
Nessalus.
have
How
on-
far am I?
The gauntlets.
Nessalus.
So it may like bruise or dislocate a finger or something like that, yeah. Nessalus, you are, I guess, what would we say? Probably about 180, 200 feet-ish away.
So if I double
You are a
move,
full round behind Elena, who is now about 110 feet away, so ish.
80 at this point.
So I've got a
Close
double
enough.
move to get close enough to do
And
anything.
then you'll be 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So double move, 60 feet away, and turn.
So double move, ready in action.
Wait, I'm sorry. Just to clarify, you're 60 feet away from
The target.
me or the...
The enemies.
The target.
targets.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we're not using a map, we're really just counting how many turns it takes to get there.
A lot.
So that works.
Speaking of turns, Trooks.
True! Death
I've got death
saving
saving throws, and I've just been reading all about it on page 197 of the Player's Handbook.
Great!
So I am all over it. I have to get 3 successes.
So roll the d12.
Not consecutive. Not D12.
I was wanting to see if you were reading it.
And here we go. And I've got hero points that I could use on these.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a
15.
success.
I don't need it. That's
You
a
don't
success.
need it.
And
All
I
right.
think that's all I get, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm done.
Next was Death.
Death.
All right. Death is going to step over. Let's see, what do they have for a move? All right, so Calamity said he was 20 feet away. They have a move of 30 feet, so this one can reach him.
Bring it, son.
We are going to take one swing, a 20 to hit with it reaching out its hand towards you.
That's fine.
Let's deal with that one first because it's the saving throw. So first, 3 points of damage, necrotic damage if it matters. I don't know if anyone has any resistances except Nessalus at this point if she uses her spell.
No, she's resistant to
You
all
have
fire
a
damage.
Constitution spell, Constitution saving.
Now, is this
throw.
a disease?
It is not.
It is not. So
This is a reduction of your maximum hit points,
Okay.
and it's necrotic damage. So
Is this the life drain?
yes, this is the life drain again. And let's see what we got.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you drain life from the white.
yep.
And it takes its second attack at you with a long sword. And that's a 21 to hit.
That dice is hot tonight.
It is. I'm rolling up. Well, I mean, I missed half of the attacks against Truk. I think I'm hitting everybody else. And the damage sucks. So 2 plus 2 is 4 damage.
All right.
Okay.
And up after
After
death.
dismember, after death is Elena.
Elena, you are now close enough to shoot him in the face or anywhere else. You have the one that was the one that felled Truk has now charged up to Calamity, and the other is across the road. You've seen arrows flying out from that direction.
Okay. So I have a basic concept of what I want to do.
Okay.
I just may need help with the execution.
Go for it.
Just do it.
Roll to hit first.
Okay. Would I roll to hit first?
Yes, you roll to hit
But
first.
it would be...
No, you still do your damage.
It says it foregoes one of my attacks. I only have one attack.
Let me see
Here.
real quick.
We have a fighter move that we're looking at.
It's called
here.
Commander Strike.
Okay.
From the looks of it, I would forego one of my attacks, and since I only have one, it would completely forego my
Yep,
attack.
you're right.
But someone else would be able to attack. I'm going to be giving that attack to Calamity, and then I'm going to run towards the other.
Yep. You got to roll one of your superiority die, and that gets added to my potential damage.
Okay, so that's a D8.
All right. And how many of those do
So you're
you
basically
get?
buffing him?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Good.
JJ is just kind of a buff to you.
7.
Okay. All right, that's a 19 on a die. I rolled twice because I have advantage.
That hits.
Um,
And
3, 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 7 is 20. So 20 damage. Slashing.
that then me mathing now. Okay. Damage is recorded. You really need your spellcaster up there to beat the crap out of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
In the
get
meantime, you were Elena was going to head towards after providing Calamity with this extra attack in her commanderous fashion.
Yes.
All right.
Commanderous.
So
Commander
you're
Ash.
the direction as you're heading up the road. Calamity is slightly off to the right. The other one is off to the left. So you're giving him his orders to beat the crap out of that one and heading off to the left, the opposite side.
Okay.
Sound right?
Yes.
All right. Who's up after Elena?
Calamity.
For
Nice.
the record, how close am I at this point to the
You
other?
said you used your regular move to get there. You're
Yes.
probably about 50 feet away.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely bow range.
Yeah.
I am going to use power attack this time.
Hey. I think he should use a hero.
Natural
die.
20.
Well, you probably
Nice.
don't need a hero die then.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So these guys require a natural 21 to hit.
Very nice. I am going to use Divine Smite as well.
Ooh.
So my attack is now radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes it magical then, right?
It does.
Correct.
Okay, so then I'm just going to say it's a magical weapon at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
So the damage is 2, 2,
And,
12,
yeah,
18,
18, that's good.
22,
Okay.
32 damage magical.
Oh,
Holy
snap.
cow.
When you said 22, I'm like, hey, that's 1 point short of killing it. But when you said
And I
32...
didn't add the power attack
yes. So, wow, what is this 12-year-old
yet. Oh wait, I didn't roll
white?
the crit damage too.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, go ahead and roll it, and then describe how much it is decimated.
An additional 8 damage, so that would have been
40 damage.
So perhaps
That's pretty good at level 3.
perhaps Truk is able to catch this out of the corner of his blurred vision on the ground as he's trying to regain his consciousness fully. What does he see?
My sword it has a bloodletting channel in the center. It begins to glow with a white with a green stripes light, and he just takes it and stabs it forward, and a half moon cleaver is on the end of the blade, decapitates the white
Nice.
with a shower of sparks
How
coming out the
tall is
backside.
Truk?
Truk, I don't know, but
currently-
Calamity
How
is
tall is Calamity? Damn it. Yes, thank you.
Calamity is about 6 foot.
Okay, so this white that you're attacking is probably just over 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
you
so
have
from
to-
the hip,
probably have to-
stab
yeah.
forward.
So it was
Okay.
like Justin Bieber.
I was going to say undead, but well, yeah.
For the record, though, how tall is everyone?
We're all sitting, so
Yeah.
it's-
I'm saying my guy is 6 feet.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
I don't remember how
I would
tall
have
Nessie
envisioned
is a
Calamity as a
midget.
little
she
taller.
is. She's
He's
itty
like
bitty.
5'5",
Yeah, she's itty bitty.
Yeah, but Elena was like 5'7", right?
5'8".
5'8", yeah. So not that much taller. You were like the in between her and the guys.
The guys.
So I feel, just for the record, I feel really good about that crit. Like,
Yeah,
holy
I am-
shit.
You should.
So happy with that.
Yeah.
Did-
You
so-
took that thing from half of its health to almost bloodied, as it were, to dead in one shot. That's very nice.
Good job.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
So who is up after Calamity then?
Dismemberment.
Okay, so it's got one more chance to.
Is dismemberment shivering his pants?
Well, if it could, perhaps.
If its bowels still work.
It is rotting its pants.
That's fair.
I just spit on my.
Gross.
That's great.
Nasty zombie
So
pants.
actually, what I want to do here is have Brit and JJ roll a d20. Tell me who gets a higher number.
I have an 11.
I have a 6.
Okay, they're attacking Calamity. You win,
Yay.
or he is the other. Hey, look at that! I got a 20. You want to see it?
I have to verify.
But when I
Then
roll
we
a
get a
20, I'm going
judge.
to say
Oh,
it.
those are such pretty dice.
Yeah, they're the ones that Brit gave me years ago. I can't even remember now.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It was before I moved here,
so I got a return crit, but it's with a longbow, so it's a range.
November
Don't you get
2011.
disadvantage with a ranged attack in melee?
What's that?
He's using the longbow.
Yeah, but this is the guy on the other side of the
Oh,
road.
okay.
Yep. So I have a 6 and an 8
Almost had another rules moment.
plus 2.
Yeah, but
16.
That guy died.
16
A brutal,
damage.
brutal death.
And then a 3 for the second roll. So that one's not going to hit.
I'm that one definitely is lodged in his face guard.
Ow!
Oh my god.
That crit.
Scratching
Oh.
his cheek. Ow!
Okay.
Who's up
Am
after
I
that?
close enough now?
I
think so, 'cause
I'd
we set up
say
this
with
turn.
a move, yes. So you will have one action you can do.
So what do I see?
Let's do that. You see Truk and a white laying on the ground almost next to each other. Calamity with his blade
Fault in Our
probably
Stars
still
style.
glowing
Fucking
from
good.
its victory over
Okay.
that white. Calamity is standing right there. And Elena is charging maybe about 40 feet away or so from a figure on the opposite side of the road.
So Nessie, we're going to call her Nessie,
Yeah.
pulls up short.
Because she's
And
a beautiful mythical creature.
Says,
She stopped short.
She stopped short.
That's my move.
And is just enraged because Truk's on the ground. Calamity looks like he's not too long for this world. Elena is now fighting in the midst of this. So
Yes.
she is going to with pure rage, hex.
Gonna insult him.
She's going to hex dismemberment.
Cool.
And then she's going to unleash Eldritch Blast. Now, for those at home, she gained this ability with while leveling up, so she gets to get to Hex, which will allow her, when hitting, to issue an extra D6 necrotic damage.
Very cool.
Awesomeness, and then Eldritch Blast him. So let's see if first she hits.
Now, you guys have fought these before. Chances are you may have tried this before, so you would know that they do have some resistance to necrotic damage, but not to your other magic.
No, not at all.
Talk to me, Goose. Give
Not
me a
even
number.
there. Oh dear Lord!
Negative ghost patterns full.
Let's bring in. Oh, that may help.
So that's 11 plus whatever you add.
11 plus. What is my Eldritch Blast now?
Oh.
4. So 15.
A 15 hits! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh my god, that was a
like,
panicky moment
so
for
close.
It was. But you used a hero point. That's good.
I did.
I like that. Do it. Do it. Make it big.
I've already got mine in
So
hand
that's a
for the next roll.
D6
Go bow staff or go home.
plus a D10. Oh,
Come on, cute little
roll-
tiefling.
your necrotic damage was the D6, right?
Correct.
Give me that one separate.
So it is 9 from Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
And 1 necrotic.
Okay. I'll still do one. I don't know as a technicality if when you have one and you're supposed to take half of it and you round down in the game, I think it still should be one.
Yeah.
I don't think you can not do damage as long as you've hit.
With Hex, you also need to pick a stat of his that he gained disability on. I would recommend
so
Wisdom.
With Hex. Yeah, let's do What he said.
Would
Wisdom.
it be? What is? Tell me what it is again. Tell me what
Hex
does.
it's just an ability she has.
Yeah.
It deals 1d6, and she also grants this ability
Disadvantage
to
on checks for one ability. Yeah, that's what it says.
and she can pick which ability she wants to do it on.
I can tell you, there's nothing on here that says they roll wisdom, so I would just say strength. It's attack.
Sure.
It
Strength.
makes sense to me.
Sure.
It would give me a disadvantage on attack rolls.
Assuming you stop using your bow.
Yeah. Well, as soon as somebody's in range, it's going to. It has the same chance to hit with the longsword doing the same damage, so I just do that.
So that is Nessie's turn.
Okay, Nessie is done. And that
Truk.
goes to Truk. Another.
He's totally ready. Death roll. He's got his
Save
hero die
throw.
just in case he needs it.
He's got it. He's going to do it. Going to do it.
12 doesn't need it,
All
baby.
right,
That's
that's
2 out of
two.
2.
For the
Nice.
record, you wouldn't need to roll the hero die. You just use it and it automatically.
Using
Nice.
a point makes it a
I know.
success.
I did it a lot the last.
Brit just came through with a rule.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
I did that a lot the
I'm
last time.
Who's
I'm
up
2 for 2.
after that? I think Death is done.
Elena.
Death is dead. And Elena's up
All right.
next.
And
so,
I
Elena,
can-
you're like 40 feet away.
So you can.
That's
Can
what we
it-
said last
Can
time.
it technically be
40
like
feet.
30 feet? Because I can go 30 feet and attack with my rapier.
I would let you go in and make an attack if you take it at disadvantage.
Fine.
Because it would be
Otherwise,
a
you can
lunge.
shoot it
It'd
with
be
your
a-
bow and then move up most of the rest of the way. Take a regular shot with your bow. That's not at disadvantage because you're within range.
Nah, I'm gonna
You
try
can
with the
charge
rapier.
in. Go for it.
I don't think the numbers are very much different, but
Okay.
it's just what I
It
feel like
sounds
I would
good.
do.
Charge in, yes. Sword first.
All right.
What's the lowest?
That's a 3.
Give me all the numbers. 3 plus your proficiency
3
plus your
Truk from the
modifier.
ground
Plus
while
my
dead
proficiency
says to
is 4,
Calamity.
5, 6, 7, 8, and a
We need to
hero
talk to her about
die.
strategy next time.
9. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it
Did
didn't
you
work.
use a hero die?
Yeah.
Okay, then that is a horrible miss.
That's a 3, a 1, and a 1 on the dice.
Oh my
But I looked
gosh.
cool while I was doing it.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
That's
No,
all
you
that-
charged in,
that
and perhaps at the
matters.
last moment, it was able to draw its longsword
You-
again about its height as it draws the sword out. It's like, was it like Clint Eastwood taking out the pistol or the revolver, and the barrel never seems to end. This white is taking the longsword out and gets it out just as you arrive, and it deflects the rapier. Who's up after
It also
Elena?
looked
Calamity.
cool during that.
Could have.
I'll give it that.
I gotta say, all in all, that looked cool, but that was much ado about nothing.
Calamity, you are approximately
Shush, you can't talk
40
right now.
feet away on the
I'm
other
dead.
side of the road. Approximately.
I am going to use some of the take an action to use some of the pool of my healing to give myself 7 hit points back.
Go for it.
When you're at 0 hit points, are you considered unconscious?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're not dead.
Correct.
Not
You are
quite dead.
dying.
You were down.
Yes.
Not dead yet.
And then I'm
Just
going to
a
go
flesh
up
wound.
all up in
All up in
Dismemberment's
his
grill.
Base. All right. So you can move, what, 30?
Grill.
All right. So you'll be within 10 feet
Yeah.
at the end of your move. Like if you were holding your sword out in front of you as you ran, it would stop like 2 feet from its face
Fair enough.
at the end of that round.
All right. Let's see. Nessie.
Nessie.
We skipped Calamity. Or we skipped...
Dismemberment.
Oh, well,
Dismemberment.
that's the one that Elena's standing right in front of now. Guess what? First, a swing with the long sword, an 8 will not hit, and then a swipe with its left hand, a 19. Does 19 hit?
Yes.
19 will hit. You will take
JJ, I might need help in a second.
4 necrotic damage
Ew.
and make a Constitution saving throw.
Life drain.
Gross.
Life drain.
Alright,
As
so
its left hand swipes at you and its claws dig into
Okay.
your flesh.
What was it? A Constitution
Constitution
saving throw, and
yeah.
I have a proficiency die on saving throws for Constitution.
Nice.
I just read my character sheet, guys.
Well done.
Oh,
They
to
are
the
even
snap.
15.
15, you saved.
Okay.
I would just like to note for the record that Brit has been playing for 1 month and she has surpassed me
That's
in
not
rules
true.
excellence.
She's been playing this game for 1 month.
Right, right. 1 month
Yeah.
with us. I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has surpassed me in rules excellence.
Isn't it great?
Okay. I want to do
2
a
Harvard
thing.
degrees right here.
Well said, Kurt.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
I want to do riposte.
Okay, you get to hit back.
Okay. It says when a creature misses you. It technically missed one of its attacks, right?
It did, yes.
Okay.
The attack with the longsword, which makes more sense to riposte anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
When a creature misses you with the melee attack,
Kurt
you can
just made
use
a
your
real-life
reaction and
motion.
expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against the creature. If you hit, add the superiority die to the damage roll.
Go for it.
So I'm going to roll a superiority die first, I guess.
Well, it says you can use it, right?
Yeah. Well, it says... Yes.
Okay. So to start, you're using it, and then when you hit, roll it to see what the damage is.
Okay. So put
You
that
don't
there
need to
for a
roll it ahead
second.
of time. Only need to roll it if you hit.
Okay. So to hit, it would be...
D20 plus all your stuff is... Add
10
them
plus 4
numbers
plus
up.
4 is 18.
It's a hit.
Okay.
So now roll your damage and add
So
that
it's
D8. And give me a
1
really
D8
high number.
plus 6 plus
Plus
the
1d6.
other D8. So,
Yep, 2d8
Okay.
plus 6.
all right. So that's 7 plus 6 is 13.
13 damage, okay.
Not too shabby.
So, I have that recorded. Who's up after Elena?
Calamity.
Calamity, you are now within 10 feet.
I will broach that to 10 feet and
Can make a
power
tentacle
attack.
Or a brooch.
I will
Airplane reference, sorry.
I will attempt to gain advantage on the attack by
Very
flanking.
well, circle around. Yes.
So power attack means higher damage, lower
He's
chance
going
to
to
hit.
circle that jerk. What?
Nothing.
I don't get it.
Don't get what?
He's going to roll it now.
JJ
too.
has some really awesome dice.
He's got metal dice.
I'm pretty
So
sure
I'm
every
at
time he
13.
rolls, it's going to like go through the table.
Yeah,
Right?
They would cut you.
I cut you, man.
Literally.
I'm going to use a hero
Good
dice
thing it wouldn't
literally.
do it physically, though. I mean, that'd be bad.
for a 17 to hit.
17 hits. What did you have before the hero die? I'm curious.
12.
12 would miss, yeah.
You use the hero.
I
die?
just like to know that it really did it. Go hero.
And I'm
Go
rolling.
hero.
We got 6,
It's your white day.
7,
Wait, what?
11 plus divine smite.
Oh, snap. He's going to divinely smite it.
4, 1. So 5, 7,
18.
4. 22 damage. 22 radiant.
Okay. I would tell you that even if it were not radiant, that's exactly enough to kill it.
Is
And
ra-
being radiant, it's more than enough.
Is radiant magical damage?
If we're treating the attack as magical, and it does not have resistance from magical weapons. So we're going to treat the whole thing as magical in this case. And of course, as Kurt likes to say, if the internet wants to tell me I'm wrong, that's fine. But that's how we're playing it.
Yeah.
We have now, I just want, Kurt, you had, for Truk, you had 2 death saving throws that were successful, right?
Right.
Roll one more for me because I want to, I just want to. That's what I
It's
want.
successful.
Okay. So just as the sword is cutting through the last one, the second one,
We hear just this
it
huge
shouts
gasp.
It shouts out, and Truk hears, "You'll never make it in time. Tijon will fall." And it's dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ta-da.
No, he's done, done,
And
done.
so am I at...
I was adding to it. Sorry, I wasn't taking away. Yeah.
So I hit 3 savings, so I'm at 1 hit point?
You will stabilize. Yeah. And let's treat that as the end of the encounter so that you guys figure out how you're going to do your healing and
can
what's
do
your next
healing.
steps.
All right, I'm going to go over and expend the rest of my healing on Truk.
Okay.
That'll give him 8 hit points.
8. Awesome, thank you. What are
So-
you doing that with? Just
My lay on hands.
His-
I'm giving you the
his
good
Touching you in a
touch.
special way.
His
I love it when Calamity touches me.
It's,
In a special
it's
way.
special
In a
touch.
special way.
I would also like to
Stranger
use
danger?
some of my healing surges to recuperate some of my lost hit
Stranger's
points.
just your left hand.
I,
Anyway.
You know, it turns out there are 4 great things, neurological things that you can do to make yourself happier in a deep sense, and one of them is
good
touch.
gosh. Yeah, yeah.
So you touch yourself?
No,
Yourself or
Kurt can
others?
touch me.
Awesome, Kurt. Awesome. Well done.
I just read an article on it.
That's true.
I can tell you what the other
These
three
are
are.
like laugh.
I would like to hear it.
Yeah,
I think we could do a special wellness podcast.
yeah, why don't we do a sidebar on ways to make
Sure.
yourself
Oh,
happier?
yeah.
hosted
Especially
by
at
Kurt.
the gaming table.
Yep. One of them is gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
great-
thank you for sharing
I'm
that.
grateful for my gaming group.
It
All right.
touches
I'm
me.
grateful for all
I
of
spent
you.
2 of my hit dice
Okay.
to do 2 healing surges.
Nice. That's another thing. Now, what I can say is you don't need to do that as a healing surge now, because technically, if you
Yeah.
take 5 minutes, you're going to be in a short rest, and you can use hit dice then. During the combat is when it's advantageous to use a healing surge, because you can use an action to get hit dice back.
Right, so I'm only at 9 hit points. If I use
Yeah.
my hit
That's
die
exactly as
now,
many
do I
as
get
I
them
needed.
back in a short rest or a long rest?
Hit dice come back after a long rest, 1 hour rest.
An hour
and
rest.
I don't know if you're ready to take an hour rest or not.
I'm going to use my hit dice now.
Okay?
I have 3 d8s. Do I
Yep.
just roll a d8 3 times?
Yes,
Well-
sir.
As many times plus con.
Plus
Yeah.
con each time?
You just do one at a time.
All right, so my con is plus 3. So 4 plus 3 would be 7.
Okay? What does that
16.
bring you up
That brings me
to?
to 16. I'm going to do
Out
another one.
of, remember, you're down by
7,
8
10.
maximum right
Right.
now, too.
Oh, right.
Remember that. You're going to
You're-
want
no,
an
you're right,
hour
you're right,
rest
you're right. So
probably
my-
before tomorrow.
No, you're right. So my max is 19, so the 7 took me to 16.
Yeah, so
So
you're
I'm
don't
going to
wanna
stick
bother
there.
again.
So I used 1 hit die. I have 2 left.
Okay. Now, chances are you guys are going to want to take a 1 hour rest to get a long rest in the next day while you're beating feet towards Tijon.
Right.
Right. Brit.
The whole hit die 5-minute thing.
Yep.
I did that and got back 4, which is exactly as, or that doesn't even count my con modifier.
Yeah.
Which is exactly as much as I was hit for. So I'm
Okay.
back up to full.
Outstanding.
And Nessalus wasn't even touched.
No.
She's still as pure as the driven snow.
Exactly. With a helicopter tail.
Yes.
Just the
And
way I
that's
like
good,
my
and she's
17-year-old
going to stay that
teens.
way.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody getting close to her.
Yes, Mom.
She's not going to be able to sow her
I have
wild oats.
progressed from overbearing sister to mom now. I hope everybody caught that.
Great. So we have now the rest of the journey to get to Tijon.
But we're never going to make it in time.
Well, I mean, that's what the
Holy cow, that
preteen
scared
white
the
said.
bejesus out of me. So everyone at home, the door just kind of opened.
Yes, the door.
And the
opened
white came in.
quietly.
white came in.
Sounds like it would be a good place to wrap it up.
And we have a couple of guests who are going to listen into the last few minutes of this podcast. And so we have the party getting ready to head over to Truk's hometown,
Tijon.
Tijon. So describe to me how the night goes the next day as you get to approaching the town. You guys are healing up, resting, getting back what? How's it going to work?
Are we going to take a long rest, an hour rest?
Presumably you have a day to get there. So you're going to probably find a way to rest for an hour during that trip.
I mean, it would make
It
sense.
is nightfall. We should at least nap for a bit.
Yeah. So that will replenish my healing pool.
yeah,
and
everybody
is this-
would get a long rest worth of stuff.
Can I
So I'm not
figure out what do I know about whites and the their bad touch?
Their bad touch. You guys have experienced them enough now to
They're-
know
It makes you feel dirty.
that it makes you feel dirty, but only on the inside. So first, I'll tell you right out what their useful things are, the stats about them. They have resistance to all the different damages, the regular damages, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. They are not resistant to magical or silvered. So magical or silvered things can hurt them straight up. Regular magic things, like what Nessalus does, always hurts them normally. They are immune to poison. They also cannot be exhausted or poisoned. And there are a lot of hand signals going around the table. All right. They have dark vision, and they speak the languages they had in life.
Okay.
And they move at a normal speed.
They don't have to sleep.
Yeah. Well, they
is-
can't be exhausted, so I guess they're not immune to sleep stuff, but they can't be exhausted. So
Fair enough.
Just to throw that out there, you could, I guess, theoretically put them to sleep.
Right.
They're just immune to being exhausted.
I will mention that during our rest,
Yeah.
Truk has to go off a little bit has to sit. He tries to have a focused 30 minutes of meditation. It's not very focused. He's worried about his brother. He's worried about his hometown. He's worried about the fact that his right forearm is much stronger than his left forearm.
Yeah.
But he has to do that in order to regain his focus and his key.
Okay. Is the forearm thing necessary?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really important. There's a very particular strike that he does, shuto, and his right arm is much stronger than his left, and it's important.
All right. Now, did that help in grabbing the arrow and throwing it back?
Yeah, it's all. Yeah,
it's all in the wrist.
It helped the second one more than the first one, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
you got to warm it up first.
Yeah. You got to get warmed
up.
That
particular move, that's going to my greatest hits library. That catch throws.
It should, especially since I set it up so well and you knocked it out of the park. That was very nice.
Literally.
Yes. So you guys are approaching. It's a day later. It's nighttime. You're approaching Tijon. What does it look like? What is this? If you're talking about at nightfall, again you're heading northwest. The sun is set off in the distance, and there's just a little bit of twilight left in the air, or in the sky even, wherever that twilight happens to be hanging out. It's there right now, and you are able to just make out the outline of the village as you approach. What does it look like as everyone is approaching?
So the way that we would be coming in, we'd be coming out of the woods into a fairly open field that would be pasture. There'd be a little bit of fencing where the cows and a couple of sheep would be, and then at the end of a dirt road, there'd be 10, maybe 12 houses. These are small 2 or 3 room houses, single story.
Thatched roof kind of thing?
Yeah, very, very simple. One road, 8 or 10 houses, and a pasture. I mean, that's all there is to Tijon. There's nothing more there. One of those structures might be a small general store.
Okay. As you're moving in quickly, you hear what is probably from the other side of town, the other side of the road that exits from the town. You hear a scream off in the distance, and that scream is definitely the voice of your younger brother, Renji.
Oh, no.
How does Truk feel about that?
And Truk trade.
I start running.
And that's where we'll end this episode of Adventures from the Shed. We want to thank you for joining us, and we're going to say...
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for
Penis.
The two whites hurt our adventurers substantially, forcing them to rest up and heal their wounds during the remaining day's hasty march onto Truk's hometown of Tijon. Listen for the next episode to see if they arrive in time. Thanks for joining us. The preceding podcast was brought to you by Shedcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.